Hi soul family, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a channeled message for the collective that I'm speaking to. Spirit is really emphasizing heartbreak right now at the moment. Some of you guys are really grieving. You're grieving past relationships that you had to let go of this year. And as I'm channeling the energy of the collective, I can feel that energy. It feels very heavy on the heart center, right? And I'm sending you all so much love. I'm here to deliver the messages that came through today in my meditation. So I also pulled the Three of Swords in my meditation and the Eight of Cups in reverse. What that is actually telling me is that you guys are having a lot of pain and grief come up as you're letting go and shedding and going through this rebirth. You're letting go of that pain that you experienced during whatever relationships you had to let go of this year. And for the collective, I'm really channeling friendships, like a lot of friendships that had to end. It could be romantic relationships for some of you guys, but for the main collective, I got friendships. And some of you guys are wondering if you made the right decision because you're feeling that loneliness and you're wondering, like, did I make the right decision? Like, why did I go ahead and you're questioning your decisions. You're questioning if you did the right thing. And so this message is to ease that worry, that anxiety. You definitely did make the right choice in letting these relationships go. Everything that happened in your life up until now was meant to happen. It's not for you to wonder if you maybe made a wrong decision or if you had made this decision instead. No, those people chose to misunderstand you because they were meant to misunderstand you. Okay, it was supposed to teach you something about yourself. They came into your life to teach you something about yourself. They didn't come into your life to stay. But when we form attachments, when we form deep bonds with people, when certain things happen, we find it hard to recover from it, right? But I'm not here to tell you to rush that grief. I'm just here to tell you that you did make the right decision to stop torturing yourself and wondering if, did I make the right decision? Did I make the right decision? You did make the right decision. Allow yourself to accept that and let it go in your own time, of course, but like, don't ruminate on if you should have made the right decision. If you said something else, would this person have stayed? Would things have turned out differently? They turned out in the way that they were meant to. You were meant to see that mask fall. Okay, Spirit is saying that you were meant to see that mask fall. You were meant to experience this. When that relationship ended, it was a catalyst for you. It brought you deeper into your soul. It aligned you more with more self-love. It brought more self-love. It brought more understanding for yourself. You got to see yourself through another person's actions as well. You know, they mirrored your ego. It was like battle of the egos is what I'm seeing. But you know, although it was painful to like experience that and be pulled out of character and to also like see this person in a different light, Spirit is saying that this is what I was preparing you for. I want you to be able to see that just because somebody says something or just because somebody acts a certain way does not mean that they always have true, genuine intentions towards you. And this is not to scare you or to make you feel like I can't go into this new beginning that you're stepping into to not trust anyone. This is not to make you have trust issues. This is not to make you have trust issues. This is simply to show you that you can't just go around trusting everybody, right? Not to say walking around with trust issues, but it's just to have discernment. The lesson was to have discernment, and it was to learn more about yourself and to also choose yourself. A lot of you guys, you had to let go of friends that didn't see you for who you truly were, or who wanted you to stay the same. Okay, a lot of the times when we change and when we go through change and we begin to change ourselves in a certain way, people fall out of our lives because they're staying the same, and for them it's uncomfortable. So maybe they get jealous or they get envious or they just like don't want to be around you. So certain things happen and they have to happen so you can grow and align with people who are now on the same energetic frequency as you. Before, you kept giving and giving and giving and giving, and you just took in crumbs. Spirit is saying that you're entering in a season where you can actually receive. You're entering in a season where you can actually receive. Where you know that you are worthy of receiving. Where you let go of trying to give. Okay? You were meant to stop sacrificing yourself. You're meant to learn that lesson, to stop sacrificing yourself to save everybody. You were trying to save everybody. You were trying to, anything you learned, instead of you applying it to yourself first, you went to go share it with this person, share it with that person. And I'm not saying not to share the things that you're learning, but at least work with yourself first. Put you first. Spirit is saying, like, you're learning certain things, allow yourself to process it, be there for you, and then you can also help other people. But you have to fill your own cup up first, and that was the lesson you needed to learn through a lot of these people. So although it hurts right now, you're stepping into a time of abundance, because I also pulled the 10 of Pentacles upright in my meditation as well. You're stepping into a very abundant timeline. Some of you guys are already in that timeline. You have to allow the things to unfold the way that they're meant to unfold right now for you. And the more you hang on to this heartbreak is the longer you stay in the past. It's the longer you stay in the past. And my incense smoke is really blowing over this video right now, so a lot of you guys may need to cleanse your energy at this time. Spirit's saying, get up, cleanse your energy, clean your space, declutter, reorganize, welcome in that fresh energy, this new beginning. Set yourself up to feel the new energy of the new beginning. Let go, switch things up, rearrange your room to look differently, to feel that newness. Okay, so I wrote down some channeled messages, and it's, bear with me because this one came out quite fast, so the scribbles look crazy. Okay, so the first channel message I wrote down was, your friendship had to end. You are thinking about it, wondering if you did the right thing or made the right choice. You did. This friendship ending was a catalyst to your self-love journey. This person allowed you to break karmic cycles. You learned to trust yourself even without any evidence. So for some of the collective, I'm hearing that before the mask fell, you got this download, this intuition about the person, and you were guided by your guides to trust that feeling. And it felt scary to you because usually you're the type of person that waited and waited and waited and waited for people to keep showing you over and over and over and over again the type of person that they were. Or you waited for them to do something terrible to you before you actually got up and left. You waited for them to say something terrible to you before you actually got a reason to leave. Some of you guys waited for a reason. You waited for a reason instead of trusting your intuition. But this last heartbreak that you went through, you did the exact opposite. So this is why you're finding yourself questioning if you did the right thing, because you didn't wait for evidence to see something in your reality as evidence in a 3D for you to say, okay, I'm gonna stop being friends with this person, or I'm gonna end this relationship. You trusted your gut, and that's why you're finding it weird. Like you're questioning yourself. But Spirit is saying that no, this was the best thing you could ever do, because you showed yourself that I trust myself, even if I don't see anything or have any logical reason why. I'm gonna always trust myself. I'm gonna always trust my intuition, because you learned in the past. Every time you didn't, the storyline played out to the point where it was so much pain that you end up experiencing that you're like, oh hell no, I'm learning the lesson now. I'm starting to learn the lesson now. I'm not gonna wait for people to keep giving me reasons after reasons after reasons. This is just more shit for me to heal from in the future. I could save myself a lot of time is what I'm getting for this collective. You saved yourself a lot of time, and sometimes you have to realize that Spirit protects us from certain things, and that's why we get certain downloads, certain intuitions, and you listen to that intuition. So we don't know what Spirit had protected you from, because it didn't happen. You allowed yourself to not experience that. But Spirit's saying that free yourself. Like don't be feeling that guilt because someone else is still where you left them. I don't know who that's for, but if someone else is still where you left them, that's good. Leave them there, okay? That's their own journey, and that's something you also had to learn. You had to learn that you can't save everybody. You have to focus on your own journey, and yes, you can be of help and assistance, but that's it. Just assist. You cannot be carrying your journey and another person's journey as well, okay? So maybe some of you guys were guided to let go of energy vampires. So another message, so I'm gonna just finish the rest of the channel message. So when you went with your heart / intuition, that person's mask fell. Spirit was protecting you from experiences that would have caused way more pain if you didn't listen. It is okay to mourn that friendship. Just know and trust you are aligning with better / more genuine souls. So what I'm hearing is, for some of you guys, when you did decide to listen to your intuition and remove this person from your life, that person did a big switch on you, and it was like that mask fell, and you really, and that really showed you that, oh my god, like I really need to trust my intuition, because if I had gotten even more invested in this person, it would have hurt even more than it hurts right now, because I know a lot of you guys are still processing that, and maybe that person's behaving as if like that relationship didn't mean that much, but spirit is saying that don't let people fool you, right? If they can wear a mask and pretend to be somebody else, they're pretending in their own life, okay? They're not actually feeling any emotions. They're not allowing themselves to feel that emotion. That's why they're pretending like, you know, you meant nothing. But spirit is saying that don't worry about them people. Like, you are aligning with people who don't let pride get in the way of apologizing. They don't let their pride get in the way of love. Okay, because when you really love somebody, you really have to be able to put your pride aside and really own up to the things that you know you did wrong, or the things that you may have caused, or own up to the fact that you may have caused somebody else pain. So spirit is saying that this collective that I'm speaking to, you're not afraid to admit when you're wrong. You're not afraid to apologize, and those are the type of people that you need to be in alignment with, because people like that, they understand that they're not perfect, right? But the love that they have for you, they will always put their own pride on the side, their own ego to the side, to be able to hash things out, talk conversations out, instead of maybe retreating or turning against you. Okay, so be thankful that the mask fell, is what spirit is saying. Be thankful that the mask fell. Be thankful that they showed you who they are, and that you listen to your intuition, and that this, not only did they show you who they are, they allowed you to level up in your life. They came in and they taught you lessons that allowed you to jump into this new beginning filled with blessings. They led you right to your 10 of Pentacles moment. It is really a blessing. It's a blessing in disguise. Sometimes our lessons come in and they feel painful, but they allow us to end certain karmic cycles, break out of certain karmic cycles, because when you enter into your abundance, you have to be able to keep it, okay? But if you are running yourself dry, you trying to Captain Save a Hoe to death, yeah, you're not going to be able to sustain no abundance, because you're not abundant. If you're working till the wheels pop off, that's not abundant. You're not. Health is also abundance. You know, taking care of yourself, that means resting. That means pouring into you first, loving on you first. Self-love is abundance. And that person, they gave you so much keys to unlocking what was stagnant in you. So don't think of it as a loss. Think of it as a win, is what spirit is saying. So I'm sending this collective a lot of healing energy, a lot of love, because I know, like, I'm still feeling that heaviness on my chest. But allow yourself to cry, even if that person or those people are not acting as if you meant anything. That doesn't mean that you have to stuff your feelings down because they're pretending like they don't give a fuck. Just because they don't give a shit don't mean that you don't need to give a shit, okay? Allow yourself to feel. You're worthy of feeling, and it doesn't make you weak. Anybody who doesn't allow themselves to feel, they're actually weak. They're being controlled by fear, okay? So don't be like them. Allow yourself to have that strength and feel your emotions. Cry, let it go, because you know what? Now you know what signs to look out for. 1, you've jumped into your timeline of abundance. 2, you've learned more about yourself. 3, there's so many things that came out of this heartbreak, and a lot of you guys, it may feel like the end of the world right now, but I promise you it's gonna get better. It's only gonna get better for you. So these people were not supposed to come into this timeline with you, and that's why spirit gave you that intuition, that feeling, that gut feeling. So a lot of you guys are returning back home to yourself. Welcome home back to you, okay? You learned so much about yourself in this past year, and this person that has caused you that major heartbreak, they were the catalyst to your growth. They pushed you in the direction you needed to go in, because some of you guys would have stayed comfortable. You would have stayed comfortable. You'd have been like, okay, all right, fine, I guess my life is okay. But spirit needed to light fire under your butt. basically. And things are gonna get better for you guys. It's okay. Like right now, you're grieving. Allow yourself to grieve and feel. But you are in your most abundant timeline now. And welcome home back to yourself. You're your most authentic self. Now you don't even care how other people see you. You just speak your truth, and you're just like, you know what? One thing I know about speaking my truth, it weeds out the people it needs to weed out. Nobody runs faster than a motherfucker with a mask on. Okay, when you are authentic and you speak your truth. So anyway, those are my messages, guys. I love you, sending you so much love. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with somebody that might need it. Have a good day. Bye bye.